G'day India, it's your boy, Dougie, an Australian man. And you and me, India, Australia and India, we have a great historic relationship, don't we? A real, true rivalry, born of our mutual hatred for the British and our country's two loves for cricket. The banter between India and Australia over that flattened out piece of grass that we call a cricket pitch has been absolutely epic, you know? The 2001 Calcutta Test match. Who could forget the 2001 Calcutta Test match, yeah? The epic 2007 Cricket World Cup wildness, boys. Wildness. But unfortunately, my Indian brothers out there, we cannot have a rivalry anymore. We just can't. Because cricket is old news, it's dead, cricket's in the past. And the rivalry between Australia and India can only continue on if we can get Indian MMA a single male UFC win. Because let's face it, India, when it comes to Australia versus India in the UFC, pathetic. Pathetic, boys. Not even close. There's 35 million people of Indian nationality across the entire world. And out of 35 million people, you have produced 0 male UFC wins. I mean, not even one by accident. How do you even pull that off, India? How do you even pull that off? I mean, Perth alone barely has 2 million people. And they have JDM, they have Urseg, who is 100% going to win this weekend against Moreno. They have Cody Haddon, yeah. I mean, don't even get me started on Australia and New Zealand combined. Let's face it, when it comes to Australia and New Zealand combined, when it comes to the Anzacs are essentially carrying the entire UFC at the moment. So listen, I want to get this great Australian-Indian rivalry moving again through what we have in our passion for sports and our mutual hatred for the British. I want to get this rivalry churning again where it really matters, in the octagon, in the UFC. So I have come up with Operation Save Indian MMA. That's right, Operation Save Indian MMA. A 3-step plan to increase your chances of winning a single male UFC fight. This is it. Operation Save Indian MMA. It is going to be a complete reorganization of the entire Indian lifestyle and culture. Listen, this is what's going to be needed, India. Okay, this is what's going to be needed. And I believe that you can do it. And it starts from the top and works all the way to the very foundational levels of India itself, okay? It is time to replace the proud Republic of India with an entirely new government. From now on, you lot shall now be known as the Republic of Indiaz. That's right. Indiaz, a whole new MMA-based society, and replacing the government with Nick Diaz. We're gonna fly Nate Diaz. Both of them. We're gonna fly the Diaz brothers into India and put them in control of the Indian government for 10 years, and they will be, the whole country will be known as Indiaz going forward. Picture a modern day Sparta, but it's gonna be based out of Calcutta or Delhi, you know? Something like that. Right, now, the first step of this newly formed government of Indiaz, step 1 will be obviously ditch cricket. Cricket, it's gotta go. It takes up way too much time, right? 5 bloody days to get through a single game? No, absolutely not, right? Even a game of 2020 takes several hours, okay? Listen, you guys have got so many people over there in India. We got to churn through the masses to see who's actually good at MMA and who isn't. Who's good at sport and who isn't. And wasting 5 days to try and figure out who's good at hitting a ball with a bloody stick, that is an absolute waste of time. So the first thing that Indiaz has got to do is absolutely ditch cricket, okay? Cricket should no longer be part of the Indian vernacular anymore. I get it. You guys got a proud history in cricket. I get it. It's going to be hard to shift, but hitting a ball with a stick is getting you guys absolutely bloody nowhere in the sport of fisticuffs. The real sport of actually defending your land. You know what I mean? So, cricket, it's got to go. Also, cricket ovals, they take up way too much room. I did a quick Google search of the Indian landscape, yeah? And look how many goddamn cricket ovals are in this one city alone. Look at it. They're everywhere, mate. You're from a country with such a massive housing and population problem. Surely it would be easy to fix that by getting rid of all those bloody cricket grounds, yeah? So for every 5 cricket ovals that Indiaz tears down, the new government of Indiaz, you slap down 1 MMA cage, yeah? An MMA cage takes up barely any room at all. You can put them anywhere. I did a quick mock-up design. You chuck an MMA cage anywhere, chuck it in front of the Taj Mahal, mate. Get some fights going and get the tourism up as well of the Taj Mahal with an octagon slapped down in front of it. These are genius ideas, India. So cricket's out, MMA's in, tear down the cricket ovals, and you're putting up, for every 5 ovals that are down, 1 MMA cage, and the rest can be turned into fighter camps and fighter housing. Number 2, the second major pillar of the Indiaz government, okay? You have got one of the biggest vegan populations in the world. And I 100% believe in people being able to choose whatever lifestyle they want, all right? Sorry, freedom bros, you know MAGA hat-wearing legends, yeah? But if you believe in freedom, you got to let people be free to make their own choices. It's not just your kind of freedom. So, we don't want to persecute the vegans, okay? But vegans do not equal combat sports success, okay? Very loving and caring people, but they're not good at combat sports. So here is what we do. Luckily, we both hate Britain. India, you and I, Australians and Indians, hate Britain. And Britain needs a population because they've given up on having kids. Not only that, the British absolutely love Indian immigrants. So problem McSolved. If you are an Indian vegan, it's time to get on a plane and set off to Britain. It's win-win. England is filled with its endless need for immigration, and India is going to be left with nothing but the based meat eaters. This is the answer we need. The newly formed government of Indiaz could probably organize some plane tickets or something and fly them over to England for free, yeah? MMA Guru is going to love this part of the plan. Now, pillar number 3, Bollywood. It's got to go. It's got to go. Look, there's too much singing and dancing. It's like vegan it. There's too much singing and dancing, and all the fight scenes, they look like anime movies, all right? People, one man is fighting 1,000 dudes on his own, just taking wave after wave of enemies. We need something more gritty and realistic. 80s Western action movies, you know? I don't really know the difference between Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando and a Bollywood movie. Like, they're both just taking on waves and waves of villains. Both are very unbelievable, to be honest. But it doesn't matter. Look, one of them, 80s action movies, seems to have given us results. Actual results. And the other one, Bollywood, has produced utter failure. Just quite frankly, utter failure when it comes to MMA success. So Bollywood's out and 80s action movies are in. And you can have Bollywood back in Diaz if you ever win 3 in a row. I know, big ask, 35 million of you, but I believe you lot can pull together 3 wins in a row. Right, they're the 3 main core pillars. But lastly, the flag of India. Not going to be good at all. Very close to what we needed. Very close to what we needed. But we're talking about a new government here. A new era, okay? Time to get rid of the old flag and to bring in a new one, okay? That wagon wheel in the middle, yeet that out of there. I don't think the kids say yeet anymore. I think that's come and gone. Like the great Molly McCann's career. MMA world is still in mourning over such a legend of the sport. Molly McCann, rest in peace. Anyway, get rid of the wagon wheel. Get rid of that, see ya, and implement a new flag for the new country of Indiaz. Boom! Instead of the wagon wheel, an octagon. Genius. These are the thoughts of a genius. This is what we know. Like I said, so close to being successful. The country just needs a few tweaks. No more cricket, Like 90% of the players, they stand around during the game, wait, like just on the field, waiting for a ball to pass their head. All the other players are sitting on the bench, waiting to have a go. No, those men could be punching each other in the head instead, okay? Turn every cricket ground into an MMA gym. No more vegans. Off to Europe with you. Vegan immigrants sounds like the exact thing that the Europeans want, to be honest. Meat eaters only in New Diaz. Bollywood, booted. 80s action movies only. On repeat. Schwarzenegger, Stallone, Van Damme, steroid-fueled legends of toxic masculinity. This is what the Indian children need. A new flag to represent the proud new nation of Indias. And if you implement all of this, then I believe within the next 10 years, someone from the Indian youth will rise up and you will get a single male UFC win. You're welcome, India. And then the rivalry between Australian sports and Indian sports can continue on into the future. Proud and strong. So there we go. That's my plan. Anyway, bit of a different video today. Bit of a fun one. But I just thought this was too funny to make. It's just so funny to point out. You know, they can bag us all they want in cricket, but mate, you got nothing on us when it comes to the UFC. So I thought I'd extend the hand of friendship and help out. If you enjoyed this video, g'day, my name's Dougie. I try and make an MMA-based video every day of the week, Monday through Friday. So if you're interested in that, and I go live at least 3 times a week, if you're interested in stuff like this, if you're interested in like some more newsy stuff, because I usually like talk about the day's news, we do tier lists on the live stream, all sorts of stuff. This idea came from a live stream. If you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button down there, hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you're one of the paying members of the channel, thank you so much for your support. Your names are up on the next slide. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.